expect her to be waiting in the door with open arms. What is she gonna say when I walk up there? She opens that door and sees me? What about Brian? Is the best way to do it where he's concerned. Maybe it'd be better to write after all. That way Pat could pick a time to break it to him. Glad you're here, son. Thank you. Good night.
Samantha, some people grow and some people don't. Now, either she didn't choose to or she was afraid. I don't know which. Actually, your mother gave up any sort of real life a long time ago. Yes. If it were any other time, I'd say that, well, that slow type of suicide is worse than the real thing. But I can't say that tonight.
Wondering how I could have helped her. I could have talked to her. I'd be able to show her my love.
Samantha, I know the type of feeling that you're having right now. Type of guilt, because I'm feeling the same thing. But I'm more responsible than you. When I first married your mother, she was a lovely young woman, filled with love and filled with fear. Life was a very scary thing for her. Then, too. I didn't do anything really to help change that. I was too much involved with myself.
Oh, you had a career.
It's no excuse. I was very young and very ambitious and very busy. My time and my thoughts mainly on myself.
At least she had Brad.
I sometimes wonder what would have happened if she hadn't. She turned everything toward Brad.
Maybe you shouldn't feel so guilty then.
Being a psychiatrist, I should have known better. I let her slip away from me and from herself. I saw that cocoon that she was building around herself, but I didn't do anything about it, I suppose, because it was easier. I suppose Brad's feelings in some ways are justified, his anger toward me.
Daddy, do you think you'll ever make up?
I hope so.
I mean, I just can't stand the thought of you guys fighting forever.
Neither can I. Brad is filled with an awful lot of anger and hurt because of his mother's death. He blames me because he actually blames himself for not coming home in time.
I mean, she loved him so much. How could she put him in that position of having him come home and find her like that?
Samantha, she wasn't thinking of anyone else but herself at the time. I'm just hoping that some time will go by and that Brad and I will be able to talk. That he'll be able to listen to me.
I hope you're right. I don't know.
It can't go on like this for the rest of our lives. He's my son. I'm going to do everything I can to heal this thing between Brad and myself.
You mean you give up Jenny? Jenny, I know that funeral is going to be very difficult for you, but I think you're going to find you're a lot stronger than you think. I have a feeling it's going to be worse than I think. Why? Because I already feel guilty. When I see that coffin, see Brad, Sam, and Will, I think it's all going to come crashing down on me. I just know it. Jenny, you're being too hard on yourself. You can say that, but I know the truth. Which is? It's my fault that Naomi is dead. Jenny! It's true. I hurt that whole family. I destroyed them, and now she's dead. And it's because of me. And I have to live with that for the rest of my life, and I just don't know how. Mom? Brian? Why were you reading the scrapbook? What are you doing up? I mean, it's after 11 o'clock. You should be sleeping. I guess I wasn't tired. I'm just thirsty. Oh, okay. What would you like to drink? I don't know. I guess water's okay. Okay, I'll go get it. No, wait. You still didn't answer my question. Why were you reading the scrapbook? Well, I guess I was thinking about my life. Our life. Before Paul died, when we were all together. See, with Tony in the hospital, on the critical list, I was feeling pretty down on life, you know. I mean, you and I had come so close to happiness twice.
Yes, I know.
But see, then I opened the book and I thought, well, no matter how things turn out, actually, I have been a very lucky woman.
Why?
Well, because I've loved and have been loved by two very special, wonderful men. I mean, do you know how many people there are in the world who can't even say that about one person?
Do you love them both the same? I mean, you love Tony as much as you did Dad?
Sweetheart, that is a very difficult question to answer. I mean, we are talking about two completely different men who mean very different things to me.
How come?
Well, because we've been through this before, and I've told you that experiences are never the same. There are no two people who mean exactly the same thing to you. My moments with Paul were completely different from my moments with Tony. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
Oh,
but I'm scared that when you marry Tony, that you're going to forget all about Dad.
sweet. Let me tell you something. There hasn't been one day that's gone by since Paul left us and went underground that I haven't thought about him.
Really?
Really. Because there's no way I could forget him. And there's no way that I want to. Okay. Okay. No, I just can't do this to her. I just can't show up when she thinks I'm dead. When she's in love with someone else. I have to prepare her. I have to know more.
Well, why?
Kathy, let me take that from you.
Lana asked me to bring these over. She thought you'd need the coffee urn, and there's a cake in here.
Thank you very much. You know, I didn't give a single thought to what would happen after everyone came back from the service.
Well, you're not supposed to. That's for your friends to think about.
And apparently they're doing it.
How are you?
Well, Kathy, I'm a little numb.
Well, that's probably good under the circumstances.
Well, if it lasts through the funeral, I'll be grateful.
Oh, well, I just wish there was something I could do.
But you have.
No, I mean something to ease the pain. You've done so much for me, help me straighten things out. I don't know where I would be today without you.
Don't forget that you did the work. I was just a guide.
You've been more than that. You've been a very good friend. Why don't I set up things in the dining room so we'll be ready after the service?
That's a good idea.
Where's Samantha? Maybe she'd like to help me.
Well, she's sleeping. She hasn't been getting much sleep lately, so I want her to sleep as long as she can.
And Brad?
Brad doesn't live here anymore.
Oh?
Yes, he moved out after Naomi died.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, I don't have anything else to do, so why don't I go out and help you in the dining room?
All right. Thank you. Hi, Amy. It's Pat. Oh, I'm hanging in there. How
take messages. I mean, there's really nothing urgent going on. Right. Okay, I'll check back with you later. Alrighty, bye-bye. Fix your breakfast before I go to the hospital?
No, it's okay. I'm not that hungry. I'll fix myself some toast or something.
Okay.
Boy, I had a really great dream last night.
Yeah? What was it about?
Well, it was Dad and Tony. They met. I can't remember that part of the dream. But I remember that they became really good friends. And that makes me feel real good. brooding and just getting more and more depressed. Jenny, if you don't stop just sitting around thinking about all this, you're going to become catatonic. I have to go now. Maybe if there's time, when I come back before the funeral, I'll make a cake for you. Thank you. Look, I can't promise anything here. I know it. Hi, Karen. Running to. Hi, Lana. Just take care of yourself. Be all right. Get back. Be going. How is she? Down and very testy. Hey, did you have a bake? No, boy. Nothing. So, what are you doing? Well, I thought I'd kill time with you before the funeral. And then go with you and Larry if you don't mind. No, that's fine. So what's going on in your life, Lana? I had a rough night last night. You wouldn't believe what happened with Brad. You didn't let him stay at your house again last night, did you? He wanted to. Oh, well, he came to Tony's place last night. And he stayed at the bar drinking until midnight. When I got off, I told him he wasn't coming home with me and left, but he followed me out. What happened? He was really mean, Karen. He wasn't just drunk. He was nasty. I got scared. Now, look, how many times do I have to tell you that guy is bad news and stay away from him? He can even be dangerous. Well, I was sure scared of him last night. Anyway, I finally just jumped in my car and locked the door. I got out of there as fast as I could. Oh, did he follow you? So drunk. I don't even know how he could drive. This morning, I called the health club where he's been staying, and the cleaning lady answered the phone, and he wasn't there. She said he hadn't slept in his office last night. Good. I hope he slept on the pavement in Tony's parking lot. No, I called there, too. I'm really worried about him. Something may have happened to him. He could even be dead. Look, I got news for you. Brad is a big boy, and he can take care of himself very well.
Kathy, I'm really touched by all this. You know, I'm glad I live in a town where people rally around tragedy hits like this.
I know, I'm still amazed how many people help me.
Well, people are basically good.
I agree. I better put this in the refrigerator.
All right.
Dad, Brad is in his room. I mean, I walked by, his door is open, and he's asleep. Do you think that means he changed his mind?
Oh, that's possible, Samantha. I don't know. Morning, Brad. What the hell am I doing here? Was anyone up when I came in? No, we didn't know you were home. Samantha saw you in your room. It's not my room. I don't live here anymore. God, I can't believe I got so drunk I came back here. I don't even remember leaving Tony's place.
You got drunk the night before the funeral?
Yes. You want some coffee, Brad? No, I don't want anything from you. I'm going to get out of here as soon as I can stand
Could
up.
you please not leave today?
I'll stay if he leaves. Son, don't call me that. I called you that on purpose today to remind you that you are my son. Though I don't need any reminders, I'm painfully aware of the fact, and it makes me sick.
Look, just not today. Not the day that we have to bury Mom.
We should spend this day together as a family. You're the one that left. You're the one that tore us apart. Maybe you don't remember packing your little bag and walking out of here and driving my mother to suicide.
Not today, Brad.
We wouldn't have to bury her if it hadn't been for him. For this hypocrite husband, hypocrite father here. All right, that's enough, Brad, not today. Oh, what's the matter? Can't you take it? It's the truth. And as long as I'm alive, you're going to keep hearing it. Maybe you should just consider killing me, too, huh? Brad. What? Your mother's funeral is today. Now, we should face this together as a family.
Please.
And I'll I'm sorry. No way. Your mother would have wanted it that way.
Don't dare tell me what my mother would have wanted. If you had any conception of what she wanted or what she needed, she'd be alive today. Too much for him. I have to tell Pat first. And then we'll go from there. I wonder what Brian thinks of this guy Pat's in love with. He might adore him. He might want him to be his father now. God, I want to see that boy.
The worst is over now, Samantha. Everything will get better from this point on. It has to.
Jenny, honey, are you sure you don't want to go over to Vernon's road?
I can't, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I understand.
Facing Will and Sam and
I know.
seeing Naomi.
Well, are you sure you'll be all right alone here?
all for being such nice people. Samantha and I really appreciate your support and your friendship.
Well, you don't have to thank us.
I'm sorry this had to happen, Dr. Vernon. I just wish Brad...
Where is Brad?
Brad chose to spend the rest of his day by himself.
Well, maybe that's the only way he could handle it.
But not to be with his family at a time...
Dorian.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand behavior like that.
I talked to him right after the service.
Did you, Lana?
Well, I begged him to come here, and obviously he wouldn't hear of it.
Samantha and I both talked to him, but he was very upset.
I certainly hope he gets over this.
So do I.